think that not always we should complete everything that the composer left behind unachieved. But in the case of Mahler, I think the 10th Symphony has great value because it continues the autobiographic roman which Mahler wrote about his life, about his aspirations, about his view of the world, of mankind, about his view of the sky, of God, of the stars. Because Mahler wrote really what he felt every day that was composed in his music. And in a way, it's like his biography, the symphonies which he wrote. So the question is, he took many times what he calls Abschied, farewell, when he finishes something, like in Lied von der Erde, ewig, ewig, like in the 9th Symphony, he takes farewell from life, Abschied from life. So he accepts his death in the 9th Symphony. So what is the 10th Symphony? If he's already accepted his death, what is 10th Symphony? I have the very strange but strong impression that this symphony is written from after death. After he is dead and resurrected, he is reflecting about life, about death, about what was in his life, about what he would like to have in his life, of what he would have liked in his life. And in the score there are many remarks which he wrote for his wife to show his love for her. He had great deceptions, great problems in the couple life with his wife, and it was then managed, and he wants again that love would be perfect and complete. So the first movement, it's like philosophical considering of life, but after death. Of course, he wrote the symphony, he was alive, but he already accepted his death. It was like he was already behind this, as if looks from above. He looks about things, how they are, how they could be, how they should be. And the last movement is really heartbreaking because you see there his aspirations here, what everything that he would have liked in life that maybe he could not have, including the problems which he had with his wife. And I think it's as a work, as completed work, it is a very, very great symphony. We have to consider that he wrote all the notes. There was no part of the symphony which was empty. He wrote everything. And about half of this symphony completed also, orchestration and everything. The other half, it is on 3 staves, which he wrote all the voices. And there are a couple of moments when there is one voice which has to be completed with harmony. And many composers did not have the courage to complete the symphony. Not Schoenberg, not Alban Berg, and the only one who really did a fantastic job was 10th-Cooke, which for years and years he took Mahler in himself, as it was Mahler himself. He tried to reconstruct the life of Mahler in himself, and little by little he achieved a very authentic form of the symphony, which is really one of the best. I had the privilege to conduct this symphony when the first version of 10th-Cooke was published, and I conducted with the BBC Orchestra in London, and he was present in the rehearsals, and we even discussed some point of the orchestrations, and he said he feels he should do a second version and correct something which seems to him repetitive or exaggerated. And we discussed it, and he did that. He did that, the second version, which I think is the best version. After his death, his assistants did a third version, which has of course also merit. There are no many big changes, but I don't agree to all the changements that he did. Some things I take again from the second version. I think this is the best, the most authentic. And after this was a very, very great work of 10th-Cooke, that he succeeded in constructing everything from scratch. After came many people who took that as basis, and then they changed here and there something, and it was their option. So, of course, every version has something which is interesting, but I still think that 10th-Cooke is the most Mahler-like, the most authentic, and the best realization of the work. And I think it's very, very important also for those people who were in our Mahler cycle, that they hear this symphony as concluding the cycle, as the last statement of Mahler.